Last week I cycled from Lanzhou, capital of Gansu, almost to Xi'an, capital of Shaanxi. It's about 700 kilometers by now. Tomorrow I will be past 60. It has been a fantastic ride. The rough, heavy terrain, Gansu, very mountainous, with steep climbs, very steep, and passing amazing sites related to history. For example, the Qin Dynasty, Great Wall, Great, but also monument to commemorate Long March. Arriving in Shaanxi, a lot has been changing. The landscape, less mountainous, but very doable and very impressive. It looked as if the entire population, no longer Hui, but clearly Han Chinese, entire population was laying out the harvest, wheat harvest on the roads, stamping, sweeping, and letting the cars or other traffic trample the grain as to soften, it seems, wheat, but also to take in their own hands a lot of the pre-production before sending it to the mills. Good morning. I just arrived in Xi'an, almost 9,000 kilometers. I thought arrival in Xi'an, but not yet. Still about 20 kilometers to go. But in some way, if you have the sense of irony, I've reached my destination. Silk Road Paradise in the outskirts of Xi'an. Good morning, this is sunrise in Xi'an. I have already cycled a few kilometers before getting breakfast at 6 o'clock in the morning, trying to catch some freshness of the night before another day of heat wave is hitting me. Guess where I'm now. A very special place. The viewing platform of the Shihodu archaeological site, commemorating an early trace of the human use of fire. This place has been designed by Wang Hui, architect of Urbanus. Yeah, it's a kind of museum. It's also a monument. It's a memorial. But not only in terms of quality of the site, but also the quality of the narrative, the story that can be told at this place. Western people are very proud of the myth of Prometheus, who stole the fire from the gods. But the time frame we are now reckoning with is not in the thousands, not in the tens of thousands, not even in the hundreds of thousands of years, but in more than 1 million years ago. So, if you want to stand still by the power of human cognition, invention, and courage, you should come here. But also, we now know what this thirst for fire has caused in terms of the Anthropocene, the era in which we have used too much fire, maybe. Today it's extremely hot, about 40 centigrade. I've been cycling here more than 100 kilometers. Barely could do it. I started at 5 a.m. sorry, and just made it by the clock of 2 in the afternoon. Look at the gate behind me, the entrance of the Baimaster, also be considered as the birthplace of Buddhism in China, and the place of learning and formation of Xuanzang, the famous monk from the 7th century who traveled to India for years to retrieve the sutras, bring them to China, translate them, and augment and disseminate the wisdoms of Buddhism tremendously. In my Dongyouji, the journey to the east, it's a special honor to arrive at this place, the origin of Xiyouji. So just like the Flaming Mountains near Tulufang, near Turpan, where one of the big stories of Xuanzang, as told in the famous novel written thousands of years later, I once again encountered this beautiful story that mirrors and resonates so much my own efforts. Good very morning, 6 a.m. leaving Xuchang on my way to Zhoukou. This is the atmosphere. So early, 6 o'clock, but quite a few people already on the road. Children going to school, people doing their daily workout, and me already hitting the road to avoid some of the afternoon heat that is expected today, way above the 35. This is the area, the region of where Chinese ancient philosopher Lao Tzu was born. The origin of Taoism, the philosophy of complementarity, even as balance. And the landscape underscores, as it is harmonious and peaceful. Why river? Why He? First time since I left my home country, Holland, that I need to take a ferry to cross the river. It's a sense of homecoming, seeing the ferry coming to me, hearing the familiar sound, but this time no Dutch flags, but 4 Chinese flags, bridging the plain between Yellow and Yangtze River, China. Excited?